Hey guys, it's Kyle here, and I will be talking about the Nighthawk in Firefall, which is a variation of the Recon class. This is the bolt action sniper variation, and it costs 10 pilot points, but it's downpriced at the minute to only 7 pilot points, so it's just temporary, not forever. And I'll be doing a tutorial on how to use this class effectively and or how I use it, and just some advice I want to give you guys. So I'll be talking about several things, and let's just get started so I can help you. Now, the first tip I want to give you is find a good location to snipe from. Take a place where you have a nice overview of the area and where you have a 360 degrees point of view, so you can like look all around you. You also need a place with some cover, so if you're low on health or almost going to die, that you can take cover if necessary. But also find a place where you have a good point of view and where you have a nice overview of the area. Now, high places are usually good spots, especially in the sunken harbor invasion. The place where I am right now is on the wall, and it's a really useful spot to go to if you want to snipe with the Nighthawk. So I definitely recommend you to go to that place. Now let's talk about the primary weapon. Once you buy the class, you immediately get all the abilities and the primary weapon, and not a secondary weapon. You have to buy that one yourself. But the primary weapon deals quite some damage. If you headshot people, then you will instantly kill them, and it's with all of them, I believe. I think it's also with a Juggernaut that you one shot, one kill him. I'm not entirely sure about it though, but I think it is. So the primary weapon is a long-range, high-damage bolt action sniper. You can use for either medium or long ranges, and it's a very accurate gun. And the nice thing about the gun is it has variable optics, so you can zoom in and out with your scope actually. So if you're like in medium range, you have the scope like zoomed out. And when you are going to long range, then you can zoom in a lot, so you can see your enemies better, which is a really nice thing about this gun. It really makes sniping a lot easier, and it's really useful. So it's very user-friendly weapon, to say it like that. Now, a problem with the weapon is that it's very bad in close quarters. It's not very effective there due to the poor hipfire accuracy, the only 4 bullet magazine, and a combination of other things. For example, the slow fire rate. Now, it still can kill enemies in close quarters, but I really do not recommend you to use it in close quarters. And what you should use in close quarters I'll be talking about later in this video. So I also want to talk about a little bit about the second ability, which is the remote explosive, which you just saw. You can shoot the remote explosive to a crowd of enemies and then detonate it whenever you feel like detonating it. Now, this is really useful because it's good for crowd control, and you can kill quite a lot of enemies with it. It deals, I think, something like 300 damage to all the enemies in a radius of 5 meters. So that's very useful, especially when there's a big crowd around. So it's definitely a thing I recommend. Now, another thing is, if you have the key number 5, I don't know how you call it slot, I just called the 5th ability, to say it like that. Now, I usually keep ammo in there, because the sniper rifle really does not have a lot of ammo, so you might want to put ammo in the 5th ability, so you don't run out immediately of ammo, you can keep sniping. You'll really help your teammates with this, and it's really important. Now, what you just saw me do there was shooting a smoke screen. What a smoke screen does, it shoots an you throw a smoke screen, which is obvious, to the ground, causing everyone to go invisible for the enemy. And this is good. This is a very useful thing. You can get away when you're low on health or when you're in danger. When you're reviving someone, you can deploy the smoke screen and the enemies won't engage you. When you're taking or capturing the objective, you can use the smoke screen. It really has a wide variety of uses. So the smoke screen is another really useful thing with the Nighthawk class. And if you make good use of it, you can make your Nighthawk even more powerful than it already is. So it's really a useful class. Now the third ability with the Nighthawk is the execution shot. This one pretty much deals extra damage to enemies. It's especially good against juggernauts or enemies with very high hit points. Because they can barely die, and because they can barely die, you might want still to one-shot them or at least deal a big bang against them. So the execution shot is a really useful ability to do with. Another nice side effect of this ability is when you kill someone. I'm not sure if you have to make a headshot or not. I think you do, but I'm not sure. Anyhow, if you finish someone off with the execution shot, he explodes, damaging everyone in a 2-meter radius. So that's a very nice side effect of that ability. And this makes it also useful for crowd control. So not only for high hit point enemies, but also for crowd controlling. So as you just saw in the video, I just deployed another remote explosive, dealing a lot of damage to the enemies around it. So as you see there, that was a good example of how to use the remote explosive. You can really do a good crowd control with it. It's really useful, and it's personally one of my favorite abilities you have with the Nighthawk. Now let's talk about close quarters, since I'm going close quarters right now. Good secondary weapons for close quarters are the shotgun, the assault rifle, an SMG, or maybe a grenade launcher. I haven't really tried that one out yet, but it might be good. I prefer using the SMG because I like fully automatic weapons with high fire rates. Now, you should use your secondary weapon in close quarters, especially your SMG, or your secondary weapon. Use them as primary weapons in close quarters, because your sniper rifle is really not reliable in close quarters due to the reasons I've already told you. Now, it's also useful if you have an SMG or a shotgun ready, and you go close quarters if you're almost out of ammo, because the sniper rifle really doesn't have a lot of ammo. So it's really useful if you have like something that actually functions quite well in close quarters, enabling you to get more ammo and reload your sniper rifle and go back to your sniping spot. So those are pretty much the basic things I wanted to tell you about, just some advice for you guys. Hopefully it was useful, and hopefully you will take that advice with you. And then I want to thank you for watching, guys. And if you actually think this guide was useful, then please consider subscribing, it will really help me out. And then I want to thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.